What's up, guys? It's Andy here, Fingerboard NJ. Sorry, lost my train of thought. This is a question that I get a lot lately, is what's the best kind of truck out there? Are the main brand trucks or the professional grade trucks worth the money? Should I buy these trucks? What truck should I use? That's one of the most common questions I get. What kind of deck should I use? What deck shape is the best and what deck shape or what deck brand is the best. So in this video we're going to do the trucks, the review on the trucks. I'm not doing every type of truck. I'm only going to do 4 trucks: Blackriver trucks, Y trucks, Tech Deck longboard trucks, and then Bali trucks or dump trucks or China trucks. They're all the same thing. A dump truck is the same thing as a Bali truck, and a Bali truck is the same thing as a China truck. They're just wides. Just different brands sell them, and sometimes they have the inverted kingpin or the bearing screws, but for the most part they're all pretty much the same when it comes to dump trucks. We'll just call them dump trucks. That's what everybody calls them. Anyways, I'll walk you through it. I have quite a few sets of trucks, and the reason why I'm making this video is somebody commented on my video. I forget his name, and I am sorry for that. But I said I'd make a video for him. I'm sorry, the TV's kind of loud in the background watching Pawn Stars. Anyways, I'll walk you through them. I have tons of trucks. These are a set of my Blackriver 29mm, my P-Rep 30mm low deck, which I've been using quite a lot lately. These are my Blackriver wides, blue base, TKY bushings on my wide Berlin wood. This is my main setup, like main. This is what I use the most out of any deck I've ever had. These are Blackriver wides, white base, TKY bushings, flat face G4 wheels, and it's also got, which I just got, which is Northwood's clean sheet grip tape, which I'm really liking. By the way, it's very similar to like Rip Tape, the original Rip Tape. So I'm going to rep them. Clean Sheets by northwoodsfingerboards.com. It's also where I got my Y trucks from. So rep Y trucks, Northwoods, awesome place. If you want to buy Y trucks in the U.S., it literally was 3 days shipping for me, and the shipping was like $6 for the expedited shipping. I ordered it on a Thursday, got it on Saturday. That's how quick it was. Onto these Y trucks, X4s, black and white, my own custom wheels on a Berlin wood wide. These are Tech Deck longboard trucks that I painted myself on one of my own custom decks that I made. It's a 33mm deck. And then dump trucks on another deck that I made. It's a 32mm deck with dump trucks and P-Rep tuning. P-Rep tuning, and original Y trucks tuning. So I made a list of, to go through some of the common stuff on here to help you guys. It's not in any specific order. It's kind of random when I wrote up this list on this paper. First off is the cost, colors, tuning, durability, the paint wear on it, the weight of the trucks, the wheel fitments, like what wheels will fit, the bearing pop. And what I mean by that is the bearing popping out of the inside of the wheel. Anybody who has professional trucks, they know what I'm talking about. I'll explain it later. The smoothness of the roll because of the trucks, not the actual wheels. The cool factor, the availability of the trucks, the shipping times, the grind smoothness, the fitment to decks, and the tool type that you use for the wheels. And there's probably more subjects I could cover. That's just what I thought of in the 5 minutes I was writing this paper up while I was smoking a cigarette. I don't condone smoking. Children don't smoke. It's a bad idea. So anyways, we'll go through the cost. The cost on Blackriver trucks is, these are $65 for the wides and $55 for the narrows. You can see the difference. The 29.5s, and these are 32s. Y trucks go anywhere from $45 to $55 depending on where you buy them from, and they're 32mm X4s. I'm not sure what the X3s cost. Tech Deck longboard trucks, really depends where you buy them, because these aren't made anymore. They stopped making them in 2009, so you got to buy them from somebody off of eBay. I was lucky to get, I think it was like 10 sets for $30, but most times you pay $10 for the longboard and take the trucks off, so we'll say $10. And dump trucks, actual dump trucks are $6. Bali trucks are like $15, which is rip off. But if you order trucks off of eBay, you can order a whole these. I actually ordered these from someplace in China. I got like 30 sets for like $15. So the price on dump trucks is just say really cheap. So that's it. Color. Next, we're going to go to color availability. The Blackriver 29mm trucks have the colored hangers and the silver base plate. They come in red, green, blue, white, black, and silver, and yellow. Well, it used to. I'm not sure if they still do. And then the Blackriver wides, they come with the silver hangers, but they come with colored base plates, which come in the blue. Then I also have the whites, super silver, black base, and yellow base. Y trucks, I'm not even going to go through all the colors. They come in like 30 different color options, so there's a ton of color options for Y trucks, a lot more than Blackriver. Tech Deck longboard trucks only come in one color that I know of, maybe I'm wrong, which is these, but you can paint them. And then dump trucks, Bali trucks, you can get these in like 40, 50 color variations, depending on who you buy them from. Next is the tuning that come in them. It's not in there, but the original white tuning for Blackriver trucks, the white bushings are, I guess, a medium. They're really responsive, so they're really good. But the pivot cups and the pivot cup system in Blackriver trucks kind of suck. And then the blue TKY bushings are really nice if you like soft trucks, but the TKY pivot cups suck even more than the white ones. The reason for it is the whole truck will pop out. Where the hanger goes into the pivot cup, I could actually pull this out and swivel it all around, so if you're laying too hard, they pop out. So the pivot cups on Blackriver trucks kind of suck. It's not like a major issue. Occasionally, like 1 out of like 30 tricks, it'll pop out, and you can just literally put it back. But the bushings are nice, and they work really well. The TKY, all in the white ones. I have never tried the other ones. The tuning in Y trucks are amazing. The white bushings, as you can see, is almost identical to the white bushings in Blackriver trucks. Not the shape, but the actual material. I think they're both made out of Vitten. They're both really responsive. But the difference is the pivot cups on Y trucks are a lot better. The hanger never pops out, and these pivot cups last forever, which is cool. Tech Deck longboard trucks come with plastic Tech Deck bushings, the yellow ones, so you're going to have to switch out the tuning and put pivot cups in. And the same with most dump trucks. I know Bali trucks come tuned with the O-rings, but most times you're going to have to replace that. Durability. Blackriver trucks are super durable. I have snapped one axle, but that was kind of my fault. One problem with the Blackriver trucks is if you're switching the trucks between a lot of decks, a lot of different setups, you can strip the base plates out, the base plate holes, the screw holes, rendering the trucks useless. But good thing about Blackriver trucks is you can buy new base plates. As long as you're careful screwing them on, you don't have a problem. And the pivot cups suck. Like I said, the pivot cup system really isn't that great. It's the same thing on the 32s. The durability on the Y trucks is amazing. I've never had anything break on them, ever. The durability on the Tech Deck longboard trucks is pretty good. I did crack one of the base plates, one of them, but that was 1 out of 10 sets. And occasionally the actual axles, because it's not a single axle going all the way through, it's 2 individual axles on each side, the axles will come loose. And it's the same with these. The axles will eventually come loose. The paint wear, Blackriver trucks, the paint lasts forever. Y trucks, this is like a 1.5 days old and all the paint's chipping off. That's not all of them. I guess they just got a defective batch, but we're going to say the paint sucks on these. These don't come painted. And the dump trucks aren't bad. The paint wears pretty slowly. The weight, these aren't bad. The Blackriver 29mm aren't bad. They're like a medium weight. The Blackriver wides are pretty freaking heavy. The Y trucks are definitely the lightest trucks out of all of them. The X4s, because they have the hollowed out hangers, which doesn't sacrifice durability at all. You're not going to break them, but they're super light. These are lighter than the dump trucks. These are heavier than the dump trucks, but lighter than the Blackriver trucks. And these are just a tiny bit heavier than the Y trucks, but super fucking super light. Wheel fitment. When it comes to Blackriver trucks, you have to buy Blackriver Edition wheels or custom fit your own wheels or make your own wheels like I do. These are mine and these are mine. But these are like flat face G4 wheels. You have to have the backless wheels. But you cannot put dual bearing wheels on Blackriver trucks. You can if you glue the nut, and sometimes it doesn't even work. Y trucks, you can pretty much fit anything, especially dual bearing wheels, which are really good. And they also fit with Blackriver Edition backless wheels. Tech deck trucks, the longboard trucks fit pretty much anything, and these fit almost any wheel. Sometimes you have a problem, you know, with dual bearing wheels. You might have to glue the nut on, but they'll pretty much fit anything. The bearing pop, and what I mean by the bearing pop is when you land primo a lot doing tricks, because these wheels are only held on by the bearings, the wheels do not actually touch the hanger at all. The wheels will actually come loose from the bearing on the inside, and I can push them in. You can hear them click in, and after a while, you're going to have to pull them back out, and you can hear it popping back out. That only happens with Blackriver trucks and Y trucks because they're held in by the bearings. The wheels don't actually butt up against the hanger. So that is a problem with the Y trucks and the Blackriver trucks, but you know, you can always pop them back in place. Does not happen with the longboard trucks, the tech deck longboards, or the dump trucks. The roll smoothness, definitely and I'm not, if say I was using the same wheel on each one of the trucks, the Blackriver will roll the smoothest because it's held on primarily just by the bearing, so it's going to be an awesomely smooth roll. Next would be the Y trucks. They don't fit as tight over the axles, so there's a little bit of wobble. It's not as smooth, but they still don't touch the hanger, so it's not like they bind. They're not as tight, but they still roll really smooth. Longboard trucks, I have special cone-shaped washers, so these are acting like Blackriver or Y trucks. You know, they taper at the end, but if they weren't, the wheel usually presses against the hanger, and it's not that smooth of a roll. And it's the same with a dump truck, which is, you know, it's not like it's bad or anything. They still roll just fine, but not as nice as Blackriver or Y trucks. The cool factor. Definitely I would say Blackriver has the coolest factor. Not because they're actually cooler, just they're the biggest fingerboard truck brand is Blackriver trucks. So if you're just looking to be cool, and you want to have a cool setup, buy Blackriver trucks. Y trucks aren't as popular, but they still have that awesome cool factor. Dump trucks really have no cool factor. You know, they are what they are and they work, but nobody's like, oh, I got a set of dump trucks or China trucks. And tech deck trucks are you know, they look cool and they perform cool, but you're not going to go brag like, check out at my fucking tech deck longboard setup. Availability. Blackriver trucks you can get from Blackriver, or you can get from Flatface. There's a few other small sites, I don't remember. Flatface always seems to be sold out of the wides, but Blackriver, they have them all the time. And I would just want to say this, when you order from Blackriver and you live in the USA, it does not ship from Germany. They have a warehouse in Chicago, Illinois. Still have a box. You guys can see, I'm going to cover my address. This is when you order from Blackriver, USA.com. Basically, if you order from Blackriver and you live in the United States or Canada, it ships from Elk Grove Village, Illinois, as you can see, and there's their phone number. So it comes from the US and it comes quick. So the availability of Blackriver trucks, it's pretty easy to get them. Y trucks, you can order them pretty much flat face, which is out of stock. It was only limited time. I don't know if they're getting them back. Or you can order them from yellowoodstore.com, which takes about 2 weeks to get here because they come from Portugal, but they always have them in stock. Or you can do what I did, luck out, is you can order from northwoodsfingerboards.com, which is based out of Illinois and Colorado, and get them from the US, but they sell out of stock really quickly. I was lucky to get a pair. I actually wanted the Uniteds, but they weren't in stock. But I got these ones, which are still cool. The longboard trucks you can only pretty much get on eBay now or through a friend, and these you can pretty much get anywhere. The dump trucks, poly trucks, whatever you want to call them. Shipping time obviously depends where you live, but in the US, my area, from Flatface or Blackriver's 2 or 3 days. These I got in, literally ordered them on a Thursday, got them on a Saturday, so it was like 2 days. Awesome, you know, and that's from Northwoods. When I got these, I had to wait about a week and a half, and dump trucks is anywhere from 2 days to 2 weeks. And when you order from Yellowwood, it's going to take about 2 weeks to get here to the States, depending what side of the coast or country you're on. The grind smoothness, definitely I would say Blackriver is the best. And I mean, when you're actually grinding on a rail, Blackriver is the smoothest, even the painted ones. The super silvers or the silver hangers, they just grind so much smoother than anything else. The Y trucks are pretty nice, not as nice, but they still grind really nice. The Tech Deck longboard trucks really don't have that awesome of a smoothness. They're kind of rough, but they still grind fine. All trucks do. And then dump trucks are, I guess, a medium. When they're painted, they're pretty nice, and the chrome ones are the best. They grind the smoothest. But once the paint wears off, they don't slide as well. They'll slide fine, just not great. The fitment to decks. Let me put these all back up. I know I'm making a mess here. I mean, attaching them to decks, do they fit the holes? Blackriver trucks have never had a problem putting them on a deck. They've always fit the hole pattern. Same with the Y trucks. The base plates on the Tech Deck longboard trucks, sometimes they have problems. For some reason, they don't want to fit on decks sometimes. It's kind of a pain in the ass. And dump trucks, it's a crapshoot. Some of them fit perfectly and some don't. I'm not sure if that's how they cast. And then the last category is the tool that you can use for them. Blackriver trucks, you can use pretty much any tool, a Tech Deck tool or a Blackriver tool. The longboard trucks, you can use any tool, Tech Deck or Blackriver, and the same with these. When it comes to yellowwood, you have to have a special tool. Now with the new yellowwood, the locking nuts are super small. They're not the same size as like a Tech Deck nut or a Blackriver nut. See, a Blackriver tool is just too big. So you have to have the Y truck tool for these new locking nuts. Well, you're going to be able to see the whole difference, but they are smaller. You know, but the Y tool, because it's smaller, won't fit on a regular Tech Deck size nut or a Blackriver nut. Also, Y trucks come with hex keys or Torx head screws, which are a pain in the ass. So I just put regular Phillips head screws in. And then also to tighten them, you need the bigger size Torx head. So you have to have this tool. I'm not sure, because my last set of Y trucks had bigger nuts on them that worked with the Blackriver tool and came with 2 Allen keys. These ones had the smaller nuts and came with the awesome Y tool, but if I lose this, I'm fucked. But it's awesome. It has a hole in it, and so there's a Blackriver tool. I usually have them on my keychain. I took them off for this video. So that is a pain in the ass about them. And that's pretty much it for the list. And then here's also, I just want to show you a set of shaped dump trucks with washers. When you put washers on them, it makes them wider. So they're almost as wide as Blackriver trucks. So my honest opinion, is it worth it? And what did he say? I think I have it up. Damn it. My camera's going to die. His question was, hey bro, I noticed you put a lot of budget into your trucks. What's your experience with cheaper trucks, and what made you switch to better brand trucks? My experience with cheaper trucks is, you know, I guess so-so. They perform fine. When it actually comes to fingerboarding, there's not a big difference in performance. You know, you're not going to get more pop and more style out of a Blackriver truck than you are these. Given there is a weight difference, these are heavier and wider, so it's going to flip a lot slower, and it's going to be a little harder to get pop. These are lighter and narrower, so it's going to flip faster and pop easier. But then when it comes to the Y trucks, which are my personal favorite, they're wide, but these things are super light. They're by far the lightest because they're hollowed out. They flip easy and you get a lot of pop, and you still get that wide stance. That's why I like Y trucks the most. That's my opinion. But when it comes down to it, honestly, if you have the money to buy a set of professional fingerboard trucks, and you really want to try them, then do it. If you just want a set of trucks that are wider, you want 32 millimeter trucks, buy a set of Tech Deck longboard trucks. They're actually 33 millimeter. They're not 32s. This is a 33 millimeter deck. But hold on, you can see the difference. They are a millimeter wider. So if you just want it for the wide stance, you know, because they are wider than the Bali dump trucks, buy a set of Tech Deck longboard trucks and feel it out. If you like that wider stance and you feel more comfortable and you still have the money and you still want to buy a set of professional trucks, buy a set of professional trucks. But I recommend trying the wide trucks first, because it took me a long time to get used to these, because I used Bali trucks forever and dump trucks. So when I got a set of wider trucks, these are 33 millimeters, I couldn't do shit. I couldn't even fucking, you know, like my go-to trick is a kickflip nose grind. You know, it took me like 50 tries on this. Now I'm used to a wider truck. You know, that's pretty much all I use. It takes a while. But you don't need a professional truck. You don't need them. They're not going to improve your fingerboarding really any. The actual name brand isn't going to help you. Maybe a wider truck will help you, but you're not going to be 100 times better with the Blackriver trucks than you are with these. It's really up to your fucking skill level and your determination. And I used basically dump trucks for the longest time. I ordered a ton of them. As you can see, I have about 2 bags full of these. There's probably like 25 sets in this bag of all sorts of colored dump trucks that I still haven't even used. The problem with dump trucks is after a while is because they don't have a single axle. And what I mean by single axle is the axle that holds the wheels on in a Blackriver truck goes all the way through. So it's one axle going all the way through the hanger, and that prevents them from coming loose and falling out. A dump truck and the Tech Deck longboard trucks have 2 axles in each truck. They go about this far in, so it's not all the way through. The problem with that is a lot of hard landings or primo landings, they'll become loose over time and they'll start to wobble. Your wheels will wear, you know, crookedly, and then they'll fall out. But like I said, the price of them, you can't beat them, because you could order bags of them for, you know, like 15-20 bucks for this bag, and there's like 25 sets in there, you know. So for the price you spend for one set of Blackriver trucks, you could have enough dump trucks to last you forever. It's really just about the cool factor of having wide trucks. And they also do make 32mm dump trucks now. Well, not actually dump trucks, they're China trucks. I forget who makes them, but they're shaped 32mm trucks. They're plank tuned. They're like 25-30 bucks, the RBZs, and they're pretty nice. I had a pair. They wouldn't really mind it, used them. So at the end of the day, are they worth the money? Probably not. But if you are going to, if you want a wider truck, I recommend going on eBay and get a set of longboard trucks. And if you like the feel, upgrade to upgrade to Blackriver or Y trucks. And when it comes to Blackriver and Y trucks, I definitely choose Y trucks just because they are lighter. The minor issues that Blackriver trucks have, like with the pivot cup, is what it is. You can pop them back in place, and that's only if you have loose trucks, like super loose trucks. Like on this setup that I rock super fucking loose. If you have a medium to tight setup, they'll never pop out. You have to have really loose. But I still prefer Y trucks just because they're lighter. These are the lightest trucks I own. They're lighter than these are shaped dump trucks that I took a lot of weight off of, and they're still heavier than my Y trucks. And Y trucks are just more durable. I've never had anything break on them. And the reason why I went from a dump truck to a professional truck, it's just because I wanted to. It really was just a matter of personal choice. Honestly, my first set of Blackriver trucks, someone bought me for my birthday, which were these ones. Wait, no. Maybe it was my Super Silvers. But anyways, my first set of Blackriver trucks, someone bought for me. And I liked them. And it wasn't like I was any better with the Blackriver trucks. But and the reason why I have so many pairs is I just basically collect them now. I have 5 pairs of Blackriver trucks, 2 of the X4 Y trucks, obviously a bag of fucking dump trucks, and probably only about 6 sets of the Tech Deck Wides, the longboard trucks. So I have tons of trucks. I know what I'm talking about. But having a professional truck isn't going to increase your fingerboarding skills. You can do the same on any truck. Like I said, it's just, practice. That's all it is.